for goodness sake. That's also not, for goodness sake. Good morning, everyone. It's not morning. I am just having a bit of an evening. Right, okay, that's now fixed. Lord, this was not easy to set up. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival. I wanted to stream, partly because I've not streamed for a little while and I need to get back into it, but also because Fallout has had a bit of a resurgence, and I've talked about this in the past and all sorts, that since the resurgence I've been watching some of these people play Fallout 4 for the first time, and I think it's an interesting topic of discussion. Similarly, there's also been a large amount of people, there's been this huge surge of people playing Subnautica for the first time. And that game's even older than Fallout 4, but anyway, so yeah, in short, so this is a game from 2015, Fallout 4, the 5th or 6th in the series, technically. Let me see, you had Fallout 1, obviously, Fallout 2. I mean, technically you had Van Buren, that was never released, so let's not count that one. But you did have Fallout Tactics. You also had Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which is a game that people will refuse to acknowledge exists for quite a few reasons, namely that a company was given the challenge of making Fallout for consoles, and they were basically given the blurb on the back of the box, which they then lost, and as a result it's not really considered canon because they used like quite a lot of modern day music, and like it didn't quite have the same sort of charm of the originals. So skipping briefly over that one, Fallout Tactics also wasn't great, and also trod on quite a lot of the lore. And then you had Fallout 3, which was the Bethesda game that was picked up because Bethesda picked up the Fallout license for about $2 million off Interplay. Got it for quite a good bargain, all in all. There was a whole court case over all of that, but Fallout 3 was released in an interesting state, not the most stable of games. And then New Vegas came about out of Fallout 3, a company called Obsidian, who were originally Black Isle Studios, founders of the company that created the Fallout genre, the Fallout series, I should say. And then, yeah, so but they were also working at the same time on a game called Alpha Protocol. Quite a lot of the theories and ideas and like that they had in Alpha Protocol ended up in New Vegas. And so anyway, and then Fallout 4 was released, and then Fallout 76. But yeah, so Fallout 4 would be the fifth game in the series or something. And then Fallout 76 came after this, obviously. Fallout 4 has had a kind of some changes made to it. Predominantly, the big change that you will notice, because I did have to ask some people after I played it on stream before when it was first released, about the lighting, because I could swear that the lighting had changed, and yeah, the lighting has changed. The lighting in the vaults looks weird. They've not fixed it, to my knowledge. We could go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. So the vault is everything looks different after the nuclear wasteland. So the vault is over here, down this path. Yeah, that's right. As I said, everything looks better. Everything looks different when everything's brown. But yes, if we just go up here, we get to the vault. I don't know if I actually stripped the vault clear of stuff anyway, so it might be worth just nipping up here. And we can talk a little bit about the vault, because I think the vault is an interesting sort of start to everyone's game. And so obviously when you first run up here, there's a vertibird somewhere around here-ish, and a whole bunch of military, and all that makes very little sense. But we first have to unlock this here. Take the glass bottles, take everything. If you're playing Fallout for the first time, take everything. If you see some duct tape just sitting there, take it. It absolutely drives me mad when you know, people are playing the game for the first time, so they don't know how rare adhesive is. So they see duct tape, it's like, no, don't need to take that. No, take it. You need it. One of the scarcest resources in the game, until you can make it. So yeah, as we go down into the vault, yeah, the lighting is different, and I don't know. I mean, they might have fixed it since release. I don't think there's been any updates though since they changed it. So I don't know. Everything just looks a little bit less good down here because the lighting's not being rebalanced down here. Oh yeah, no, they've not changed it because we've got these really hard shadows, and this very sort of weird sort of blending of the lighting. I don't remember it looking this bad because I always felt that Fallout 4 looked like a really good game when it was released. Stark difference to Fallout 3, which looked dated when it was released. But yeah, no. So the so there's some interesting things that go on down here. Obviously, this door is locked when you first come through. But if we just nip in here. Yeah, so we have to go down the long way. So yeah, so when we come out of the cryo chamber down here, we come out this long way. These are the interesting things, because so one person that I watched, you know, they get to here and they need a weapon. You know, they know that they need a weapon. Well, what do they grab? Well, they've got a wrench there, so they grab the wrench, but they can't use it. And you look at these things and you think, yeah, why can't you use that wrench? Why can't you use that hammer as a weapon? In reality, all that it is in vanilla, obviously in modded it's different. You can use a hammer as a weapon, but all that is some steel and maybe some wood. You know, I'm thinking in those terms. And then yeah, so you come out through here. And there's a baton here, and there's a rad roach here. And somebody was like, "I'm not going near that rad roach without a weapon." But there's no weapons here. But there is one here. And on my first playthrough, I missed the one down here. It's a baton. Which I might have on me. I don't. I have the tire iron though, so we can cosplay that this is a baton. And then you go through and you beat up the rad roaches and the like. And I missed a stim pack. That was not good. Some 5mm. Yeah, just take everything. This is a Fallout game, and take everything. Even no matter how useless it looks, you need it. Kind of just keep a general eye out, and then come in here. Ceramics, hot plate. Good lord, why did I miss that hot plate? Hot plate being circuitry. Again, the thing is that you only learn. I am in Gunbit now, mostly because I'm carrying around a minigun without power armor, so that's not the right idea. I don't need the pipe pistol. That should line me up. So yeah, and then you sort of come out through here, and yeah, you come through here. This is off now, and then up here and out. It's quite a nice little introduction. It's an introduction to the vault without having that long sequence of the Fallout 3 one, which I just found kind of boring. Mostly because I want to get out into the wasteland, and so yes, I did like that. This is a lot shorter and a lot quicker and not a lot neater. Right, so yeah, so we go out into the vault, into the wastelands from here, and up we go. And this is nice, you know. It's nice that I know this is a loading screen. Yeah, this is a loading screen. I know this is a loading screen, but that is a nice introduction to the vaults. However, there are certain elements where it's just like, okay, I need a weapon. You're showing me an enemy, but I don't have a weapon. Things to think about for when you're building tutorials, I find. You know, things that we can learn when we're looking at building. You know, if you're on this channel, then chances are you may have come because of the map editing stuff that I used to do. You know, it's something to consider when you're building your maps, you're building your levels. I forgot that I am severely over encumbered, and I need to drop something. That will do. I'll go and drop my stuff off now. And you come out. I think part of the way that this works so well is that you've seen it in this pristine, modern, pre-war. Not exactly pre-war, because there was obviously a war going on at the time, but a pre-post-apocalypse, I should say. You see it all pristine, and then you go into the vault and you come out and it's all ruined, basically. But yeah, no, these first plays are very interesting to watch, and you know, if you're a Fallout fan, it's kind of interesting to watch some of these people who haven't played Fallout before play it. Oh yeah, I've got all these people now living here. Right, little bit of stuff. Certainly, if you're playing this game for the first time, I do highly recommend. Oh, yeah, this is a fun thing. At every weapons bench that you find out in the wasteland, you'll find a makeshift battery underneath it. It's not an exact science, but 99% of them you'll find a battery underneath these weapons workbenches. Right, let's see if I can modify anything. Oh, yes, I can. I can get up to a hardened receiver because I took gun nut. So I'm going to definitely take that. I'm going to lengthen the barrel. I'm going to also give it a comfort grip. It's done this thing again. There we go. So I've now got a very nice hardened 10mm pistol with 2 rounds of 10mm ammunition. So that's going to be fun. I possibly should have modified one of my 38s because the ammunition's a lot more common, but whatever, doesn't matter. Right, I do just need to sort out some stuff for these guys. So I need some beds. Sorry, this was me just kind of thinking, did I use that? No, I did not. Alright, first time Fallout players. Yeah, grab your special book. You can drop a point into any one of the main attributes. I'm probably going to go for intelligence. I can't remember exactly what my intelligence is at the moment, but intelligence is always a good one. Unless you're going for a low, you can go for a low intelligence build and take, with high luck, take Idiot Savant, because that will give you potentially three times XP from any action. And lower is the intelligence, the greater the chance. That's actually quite a good one for a high luck, low intelligence character. Oh yeah, actually no, that is a good one because science. You need that for power armor and energy weapons, for modifying those things. Right, I need to find a house where I can put some bunks. So I don't want to leave them outside. Actually, the one at the end, this one, where you've got the blowflies, is reasonably clear. You just need to, dispose of some stuff. So we're just going to do that. We're going to clear this room out. That's me knocking my mouse and sending me around for a bit of a spin. Oh, no. You can't delete everything, but you can delete most stuff. You can get mods that will allow you to delete everything, but you do have to be very careful using them because they will literally, some of them will literally delete anything. And and that can be a little bit of a problem. Obviously Cosworth is just wandering around. Okay, that is pretty much clear, apart from that coat rack. I'm just going to very quickly just build up some beds. There is another reason why you build your beds indoors. If you're playing on survival mode, things are a bit different. If you are sleeping outside in dirty beds, you can run the risk of getting diseases. So avoid doing that as much as possible. There are also, it should be noted, safes in this place. There's a lot of hidden stuff in Sanctuary, and it's well worth spending a little bit of time just walking around, seeing what there is to see and looting it. There we go. There's novice locked safe under this cot here, and you know, might contain something useful like a whole bunch of 10mm ammo. Also, the mailboxes might contain something useful, or not. And I think the one up there does actually contain grenades, and that's pretty much confirmed. Right, let's talk to him because that will probably give me an XP drop. Yeah. Yes, 200 years ago. Oh yes, I do need to go back to, well, we're going to be going back up there because there's some interesting aspects over there. So you go through this scene, the previous scene, going over to Boston. Boston? No, not Boston. Concord. You know, you go over to Concord. Okay, yeah, that will get me a level up. Excellent. That's actually got me a lot of level up. Excellent. I'm like halfway to the next one. Good. Right, let's have a quick look to see what we got. Oh, I didn't take gun nut. Interesting. That 10mm pistol is just very modifiable at low levels. That would be useful. But how useful? This is the challenge that I've got. I'm in survival mode, so you know, high damage, rather useful. Hacker will get me into places that I can't necessarily get into normally. This sort of thing, less useful, weirdly, because I don't really hang around at night. Science might actually be, weirdly, one of the best things that I can do, because power armor does actually require science to get some of the better mods. So I'm going to take science. I'm not going to be taking my power armor out yet. This is my power armor. If you didn't watch the previous stream that I did on this, basically, in order for me to do Museum of Freedom, I went up to the robotics disposal ground, grabbed the power core from there to power up the power armor from here, bring it back, repair it up as much as possible, and then go down to Concord, Museum of Freedom. This is because survival, everything hits harder. I hit harder, but everything hits me harder as well. So I wanted to do the entirety of that mission as much as possible in full power armor, and you know, power armor did get knocked around a bit. But the result is this rather nice piece of flame, a T45, and some of it has even been upgraded to T45B as well, and I might now be able to make some more modifications to it, in theory, if I had the equipment or the science. Or blacksmith. Blacksmith is actually required for some of these things as well. So yeah, I do want to eventually go down a little bit more of a power armor build for this one, because the game does sort of want Actually, he gives basically gives free experience. Where is he? He's here. Okay. Yeah. So we've got the. I don't know if he does give experience. Yeah. Clean water doesn't really mean clean water. It means. Yeah. Means you just need any water for this. I'll just do this quickly. A water pump should do the trick. Maybe 2. There we go. Where is he? He's wandered off again. He's over here. Right, food is a bit more of a problem because actually no, is it? That is a good question because again, I play this with a lot of mods. No, it's not a problem. I play it with a lot of mods, and so sometimes I'm not entirely sure what's a thing or not. So one of the mods that I play with a lot is Ryzen. And if I was doing this on Ryzen, then there would be a chance that I'd probably need to go to next town over to the Super Duper Mart. I think I can't remember if there's. Oh yeah, I think it's down in Cambridge. You have to go down to the Super Duper Mart to get what you need. Right, I need more food. There's some gourds here. And will this be enough? Annoyingly, I need quite a bit more food. Right. There's places I can go for that. Yeah, it's fine. The other thing I will just quickly do while I'm here is just knock up some defense. I need to do that anyway. Just make sure they've got a gun turret. Just in case. This shouldn't happen, but settlements are raided every so often, especially if you don't have the defense up. There's, I think, a higher likelihood that they get attacked. Not entirely sure about that, but yeah, just having some defences up for the settlers, rather good idea. So we'll head on down to Concord, and we'll discuss some things down there because I think it's an interesting sort of place. So this is where you meet Dogmeat for the first time. Mole rats jump up. That's kind of fun because people who have watched the Fallout series, I don't believe mole rats are in there, or if they are, they're not like hugely sort of a thing. So when these are all popping up, quite a lot of the first time players seem to panic about it, like, oh god, what are these things? Grab the Brahmin hide. Why am I so encumbered? I'm carrying around with everything I expect. Hold on, let me just go up to Red Rocket and dump some stuff. I am also still carrying around that minigun, which is extremely heavy, and there's no point in me carrying it. Right, hold on. No, do not craft. No, do scrap the pipe pistol. Let's also get rid of these mods because they are heavy, and ammunition has weight as well. So any gun that I do not use, get rid of the ammunition. I'm not using that. I'm not using that. Everything has weight on it. Even stim packs have a bit of weight on them. So it's just something to just kind of think about. And yeah, fusion cores are quite heavy, But fusion cores aren't too bad to carry around. Shotgun shells, if you're not carrying a shotgun, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. But again, this is so that's a survival thing. If you're playing it on easy to very hard, you don't have that problem because ammunition doesn't have weight. Not sure if medication has weight either. That one I'm not sure about, but ammunition won't have weight. So things like missiles, you know, you can accidentally pick up missiles, especially if you're like dismantling certain traps around Boston. But they are actually quite heavy, surprisingly heavy. In fact, I think they weigh something like 8 each. So it's, you know, if you are feeling encumbered and you're playing on survival mode, just check to make sure you've not got any missiles on you, because it is quite likely. They spawn quite often considering how rare missile launchers are. Anyway, this is a fun one. So tutorial wise, this is your first sort of big fight. Your chances are, if you're playing this for the first time, you've come down here, you've passed where the Deathclaw eventually comes up. You shoot your way through all of this. Actually, the way that I usually come is down that alley there, just because you can kind of get in from the side, from where they're not actually expecting, because they're all focusing up here. You come from that direction and start shooting in, there's a good chance they'll all turn around. Where if you come in through here, their visibility is a lot more lessened. So anyway, yeah, so you come up here, you grab the musket. I'm about to strip it out of the museum. That's why I'm here. And something that I did see someone do, they picked up the rifle, but they didn't pick up all the ammunition that's scattered around, and they certainly didn't come over here. Which is something else that I did on the live stream. Because again, this is one of those things that you find on your second, maybe third playthrough. Over here, there's a dead Minuteman over here with a whole load of ammunition on them. I think there's another one as well somewhere, but I don't know where. I've heard rumours anyway that there is a third one around here somewhere that's died on their way in, because they came down this route here, pursued by raiders. They came in through this route here and then eventually holed up in the museum of, what's it, Museum of Technology, History? Can't remember. Museum of Freedom, that's what it's called. So they come in here, there's a large shootout, and you know, everyone's instinct, I think, is to go through this door here. It's large, sort of, but you can't. It's locked. It's locked with advanced as well, and you won't have necessarily taken lockpick. Instead, you go down through this little tiny door here, and then kind of go around the maze. I mean, not even I can open that lock yet. I'm level 4, because why do you put points into lockpicking? The place that I actually want to go is upstairs. Let's buff out there. Right, what I'm interested in is all these display cabinets and little rooms off the side. The ammo box is done. I'll take the head and I'll take the mentats. I can't be bothered to take the rifles. Are heavy and they're not a particularly good bang for your buck. However, if I go back over this way, so I've just seen. Yeah, so if I go down here, got Dead Raider here with a stim pack on them. I've got all these desks. I'll take the drugs. Take the wrench. Especially the adjustable one, because that's gears. Guard watch. bottle caps. I'm looking for adhesive mostly. There's sometimes some duct tape in some of these. Cap stash I wasn't expecting, but taking it. And there's some more upstairs. Yeah, coming through here. But yeah, Subnautica's been another interesting one to watch people's first playthrough of, because again, that game's been out for ages, but it is a really good game. Ooh, Nuclear Quantum. I mean, the really interesting one is the one that's made by Butch X3. He's a YouTuber who's got severe thalassophobia. And it's kind of interesting to watch his progression from him, well, in one case accidentally getting out of the bottom hatch on the pod, but he goes from being very sort of, well, ultimately very afraid of the water. You know, it's something that we don't, you know, the people who aren't afraid of the water, maybe, you know, we won't understand, but you do see it with people who have arachnophobia. You know, they can't look at spiders. Even in games, and that's why we have arachnophobia modes, to cater for those people who wouldn't normally be able to play those sorts of games. Why did I miss all this armor when I came through here the first time? Chest piece. But yeah, watching those YouTubers, it's an interesting progression because of how well designed that game is. It literally throws you into an ocean of content, and it very delicately expands out. So you get used to the shallows, you go a bit further, you go into the deep. Few people decide to swim straight for the large ship and get eaten by a Reaper, but you know, that's the game basically saying to you, stop, you know, maybe don't do this. Yeah, there's nothing on that armor that I want, because I've already got a full set of decent stuff. And I think that is Museum of History pretty much stripped out of stuff, except for these gas cans, which I do want because of oil. There's duct tape there. I've never known that there's been duct tape there. Well, I'm taking that. I'm also taking that, and I'm dropping the gas can, because I am now full of stuff. The gas can, I think, is quite heavy. Yeah. It's got oil, I will need some of, but I need the adhesive more. I'm not jumping. This mount is kind of in the way. And take the dog tags, because why not? A bit more steel ain't bad. And I'll head on back down to Sanctuary, unload, and then maybe actually do a little bit more content. Progress a little bit further into the game. Just need to go around here. Obviously, can't fast travel. It's survival mode, so have to walk everywhere. And I think that is actually quite an interesting, actually quite an interesting aspect for Fallout 4. If you've not played Fallout 4 before, don't start on survival mode, because it's impossible to playthrough of on normal mode. But on your next playthrough, do survival mode, because survival mode forces you to walk everywhere, and the reason why that's a good thing is because you discover quite a lot of stuff that you completely miss your first time around, because you're taking shortcuts that you wouldn't normally do. You're edging your way around enemies, and so there's all sorts of little, you know, there's like safes and just all sorts of stuff that's just scattered around the world, which you will never see on your first playthrough, because you will be fast traveling everywhere, and you know, you get to Diamond City in a normal playthrough. You're just going to be fast traveling there if you need to, which means you may never encounter Chaos Junction as a result on your first playthrough. And Chaos Junction is this is junction that is around here-ish, might be down here-ish actually. Yeah, I think it's around here somewhere. You know it because there's always something happening there. There's always combat going on. I am going to sleep, I think. I think we're good to go for a little bit of an expedition out somewhere. I'm thinking... I mean, we could go over 10 Pines Bluff. That's not too far. Past some dogs. Yeah, let's go down. Let's go out there. Some more 10mm. To see if there's anything else I want to drop. I'm not taking the power armor because I don't think it's really ready yet. But the rest of it looks alright. Be really nice to get some pocketed gear actually. I did drop that stuff here. I've got no armor workbench here, do I? Do I? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. So I can add some pocketed or ultra light. Apparently I can't do pocketed. I can do ultra light. Oh, why would I not do ultra light? That goes from weight 7 to weight 1.4. Apparently it doesn't require anything for that. That's weird. And I can really upgrade this stuff if I want to, but that will severely increase the weight, which is something I'm trying to get down. I think that's fine for the moment. I do also want to sleep just for an hour, which means I do need to build a bed. Because sleeping is the only way I can save. Do not use a dirty bed, use a clean one and just shove it down somewhere and just sleep for 1 hour. And I got weakness. I can't do anything about that. I am suffering from overtiredness, lack of sleep. It's fine. I'll be fine. I've got a 10mm pistol and we're only going to be dealing with dogs on the way, so it should be fine. Maybe some raiders, but this trip isn't too bad as long as I avoid the raider area where the mole rats with the landmines strapped to them are. It's a Fallout game. Weird things happen. Weird things you don't expect. Right, so I am headed... I'm headed this way. I've got a quest marker. I can just follow it. It's fine. I just need to avoid the quarry. Yeah, we'll go north around the quarry. Don't want to get involved with the quarry yet. Mostly because it seems I've got glitch quarry. This place is well known for doing that exact thing. Don't know why it does it. It's something that's never been fixed, but it can happen on anything using that texture. Because I've had it happen on some doors as well, and on some roadways as well. Basically, the LOD, for whatever reason, the low LOD is displayed over the high LOD. Yeah, and it's difficult to navigate, so I tend to not deal with it. That's full of raiders. We don't need to deal with that yet until we do the Abernathy quest. That is a fun one to do. The inside of that, I have to say. Especially that there's one where you can get a shot through the window, headshot on one of the raiders. That's usually my starting shot, is to take out that first raider. deal with the dog. We've got others around. That's not the last one. Right, yeah. So we've got a little junkyard here. We've usually got a pack of mongrels and an alpha. It might be the alpha there. That's just a one wild mongrel. On Horizon, I would usually use melee weapons because ammunition is quite scarce in that mod. But survival ammunition is slightly less scarce, so you can afford to use a little bit. Just need to be a little bit careful because I think there is an alpha around here somewhere. But I've not seen him yet, so maybe we're good. No, there he is. Use fats and I'll use a crit as well. He's a lot tankier than his fellows, but got some bottle caps out of him, so that's nice. So this is 10 pines. There's not a huge amount here. It's good for food. They've got some potatoes. They've also got some. If you come over here thinking, oh, this will be alright, I think there's some rad roaches around here. Yeah. There we go. They're dead. Please put our gun away and just speak to this person, who immediately pulls out their gun. It's just, yeah. Minute on the back, so we're rebuilding it, etc., etc. I'll take care of them. Yeah. And that points me towards Corviga. Right. Yes, of course it will. I'm going to head towards Corviga, but I'm probably not going to. I'm not going to do Corviga today. But I will just get the pin, and I will probably. I know what I'll do. I'm going to go up to a nearby. Where is it? Follow the railway. The railway is quite good. There's mongrels there. One mongrel. Do I have a rifle? There'll be another one. There's one over there, I think. There's a mole rat over there. Which means it'll probably be around here in a minute. There it is. That's that dealt with. Until we get down to the next bit, but yeah, we'll get there. Right, so this is not good. This is ghouls. Down here. Just see if I can take out as many of these possible. Let's level up. Do not take vans. The next one isn't bad, +2 to perception, but you need to use 2 perk points for that, and one of those is wasting it on vans, so yeah, maybe not do that. Right, what do I need though? So each of these I could theoretically take 1 point in at a basic sort of level as long as I've got enough of this to get. It'll take less. That would probably be quite useful because survival. But I'm actually going to, I think, take lock picking, just because I'm coming up against some advanced locks now, and I would quite like to be able to get into those things, and not just the one in the museum. There's a few other locks that would be good to have for. We're just going to be mowing through these ghouls from range as much as we possibly can. They have a nasty lunge. But they are quite squishy. They're very fast, but they are fairly easy to deal with. As long as you've got ammunition, of course, and I'm running seriously low on some of this stuff. I am using the good stuff though, so maybe I shouldn't be using good stuff, but oh well. Oh, have a jump scare there. Another thing you can do is you can use VATs to target stuff. When you come out of VATs, your cursor will be pointing at them. So as long as they're not sort of dodging or moving, you can kind of use that to aim quite nicely. It's coming up here. Desk fan. Do I have the... Yes, I can take desk fan. There's some oil and like. I'll have to come back here anyway to do some looting, I guess. Right, yeah, so we're through here now. Place I wanted to come was here. If you follow the railway, you get up to where the train is. There's another train up there. And this is a workshop. This will probably be the last point that I come to today, but we'll probably revisit this. I do also want to start doing some 7 Days to Die stuff when 1.0 drops, so expect that. Yeah, so we need to go over here, and you think, oh, this will be easy. Right, we have to be a little bit careful here, actually, because of dog mate. He likes to go through doors. In fact, I have a strange suspicion he's about to try. There's a lot of traps around here. Well, not a lot, but there are some traps. But one of the most immediate ones is the mole rats. Including some rabid ones, which means I'm now poisoned. But is that the last of the mole rats? No, but there is a bottle cap mine there, which will need to be disarmed before we take it. There's also a trigger on there, which dog meat absolutely loves just walking straight through, because dogs can open doors apparently. What we can do, I think, is just stay. We come up here and around here, can go in through here and then down here, and remove the bomb and remove the tension trigger. That'll get you a little bit of experience as well, not a huge amount but enough. And follow. Right, and if we come up in this direction, we've got a workshop in here. This is my favourite workshop, I think. Yeah, no, this is my favourite workshop, just because you do have quite a bit of space once you clear it. There's quite a lot of useful resources here. Yeah, so once you clear this out, this is quite a nice space. Downside, obviously here, we've got quite a lot of radiation. You get in, you scrap the barrels. Once you've scrapped all the barrels, you don't have the problem with radiation anymore. That one. Get rid of that. And I think that's all the barrels. Yep, that's now clear. And then you come out, and then you realise how much radiation you've sucked up because of that. But that's fine. And then there's a few secrets around here. So up here we have a landmine. I'm now encumbered again. I think I can just build up. Actually, I can just use this workshop here to drop some stuff off. There you go. So yeah, so we have that landmine, and I think there might be one. I think there might be another trap up here somewhere. No, we're fine. No, but there is the storage key for the back room. So you don't have to lockpick that one open anymore. Also, duct tape. And if we come around here, so this one just has rad roaching on it. No, but we do have some bobby pins. Got some rad roach meat, and also access to a machete as well if you are interested in bladed weapons. Oh, what's the back room key for? Because it's not for this door. Unsure. I thought it was for this door. Okay. We've got some wonder glue in here, which is good. But there is a rad roach, I think. The trigger is here. Is it the safe? That is an expert locked floor safe, so I'm not getting in there for a little while. But the game does sort of do that to you. It does like to give you areas you can't access yet, like the cryolator case in the vault. I mean, I'm not entirely sure why you would want a cryolator. They're not that good. Specifically because the ammunition is actually quite rare for them. Alright. Why am I carrying so much stuff? It'd be in ammo, probably. Oh yeah, because I've got that second fusion core. Don't need to carry both of them. So yeah, that's quite a good, useful little room. And then there's a little area back here as well. The chemical. I don't think there's anything else down here, but yeah, going back to what I was saying about the mods, you know, when stuff gets accidentally deleted, yeah, I've accidentally deleted that before. So yeah, you do have to be careful with some of the mods that allow you to remove stuff, because yeah, it will allow you to remove that. But I think this is where I'm going to end this for now. We'll be back, maybe at the weekend, we'll see. This channel, I just tend to just do stuff when I want to, because why not? It's a chill place here. But yeah, so yes, with that I will say thank you very much for watching, and certainly if you are a Fallout fan and you are interested in seeing the world through the eyes of people just entering Fallout for the first time, there's so many videos out there now of people experiencing the game for the first time. And it is an interesting experience, because obviously we know where stuff is, but they don't. So you know, it's good to see. It's good to see people play this game for the first time, because it is a wonderful game. And if you've not played Fallout 4, if you've not played a Fallout game, play Fallout 4. It is the most accessible. New Vegas has the best story, but it's let down because it's running on the old version of the creation engine, the Fallout 3 version, and it is not stable. I think it's better now, but on release, certainly, it used to be a case where you would need to do an autosave anytime you went through a door because there was a very good chance the game would crash. I do believe it is better now, but it's still not hugely stable. And yeah, it does suffer from being on that old engine, whereas with Fallout 4, it is a lot more accessible for people. It looks better, but it also plays better. The gun plays better. You can mod your stuff. You can make everything a little bit more sort of work towards what you want to do, rather than what the game wants you to do. To a point, the game is a little bit more biased towards people using power armor than people not using power armor, which is a thing, but the power armor is a lot more modular. You can make it look a little bit more how you want it to. You can add skins and light to it. So yeah, it is generally, I think, quite a good sort of general experience. You know, if you watch the Fallout show, you want to experience the world a little bit better, Fallout 4's your game, I think. So anyway, I'm going to end this here. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.